Welcome guys. In this lesson, I will be teaching you guys how to create a simple um flyer for businesses. That's for example something like this. So without further ado, let's get started. So I go over here and set my background color to this. Then I import the PNG pattern I want to use. So I locate it from my downloads. So okay, so this is the PNG pattern I want to use here. So increase the size. Then I reduce the opacity to 15. And I change the color to white. Okay, then I go over to my layers and lock it so that it wouldn't disturb my work. Then let me just decorate the layout of the design. So okay, your keyboard and mine might not be the same thing. So this is what I have here, and I change the color to this. And then I reduce the size, or rather I increase the size to 45. To me this is okay. Then I reduce the spacing, sorry, rather I increase the spacing to 25. Then the line spacing I have to okay, for me this is actually cool. So I just copy this, bring this one below the page and position it here. Okay, so I insert the circle shape I want to use. Then I reduce the opacity. I increase the stroke to say 7. 7 is okay. Then I increase the size a bit. Okay, so then I change the color of the stroke to white. Sorry, stroke color white. So this is what I have here now. Then I just position it here. Okay. I might have to increase the size a bit more. Okay, so this is okay with me now. Then I duplicate this. First of all, I lock it. Then I duplicate, reduce the size of this one. Okay, so this is okay. Let me change the color to this. uh, the reason why it was altered is because I went back to the edit shape section. So but then we have this now, and let me import the photo of the stuff I want to use. I want to use a pizza. So um let me check for the image. So see the image I want to use, and by looking at this thing, you will notice that there are other things on the background there, and I can't be able to use it like that. So what do? I click on this circle right below the screen here, this circle. Then I adjust it and place it just to fit in where I need. Okay, so and I now save. So this is what I have here now, and so I position it as I want. Let me increase the size a bit. Okay, so this is actually cool now. And then let me add the text I want to use. Okay, so get get delicious. So I go over to my font section, and when creating your designs, endeavor to use nice fonts, nice readable fonts, not just anyhow fonts. So I'll be using the Roboto Light. Okay, so this is actually cool for me now. So let me adjust the size a bit. Okay, so this is cool, and let me duplicate it and edit. Then pizza, pizza. So let me change this font because I want to lay emphasis on the pizza, but I don't want to change the color. So I want to use another font. I will be using Montserrat font. Um, okay, so I'm using this Montserrat black. Then I increase the size to um, you know, something like okay. So this is actually cool, but I need to space it out a bit. Okay, so this is perfect. But still, I want it to be distinct from all the other write-ups in the design. So I just have to give it a different color, and it complements the other colors and the color of our shawarma and all the other colors on the design already. So this is actually cool already now. So I duplicate this again and bring it right below here, and today at 50% off. Okay, this is actually like just something to persuade people to take action. So it's actually an like should I say an indicator or whatever, just to let them know that if they take action today, they'll be getting the shawarma for at 50% off. Okay, but then I need this 50% to be as in, because it's actually a keyword in the design, but I don't want to increase the size, so I need to like lay emphasis on it. So what do? I go over to style, then I want to bold in it, but I don't want to bold in all the text in the same line with it, so I just highlight only the 50% off, then click on B, that's bold. Okay, but still that's not enough. Then I go over to color, then highlight it again, only the 50%, then click on red. And okay, this doesn't quite complement the black background, that's the red color I used. So what do I do now? I insert a shape over here, as a just a little shape, white shape. Okay, then I bring it right below this text. Yes, the shape is quite big, so I will have to adjust. Okay, so this is actually cool now. Okay, let me just increase the width, only the width. That's why I clicked on this enable to disable it. That's if you want to edit each of these separately, you disable this icon here. But if you want to enable them together, like when you click on one, it affects the other one, so you leave it at this. But if you want it to just affect only the height or the width, you disable it. Okay, so this is it. So I've gotten what I want. um, so I need to like space the text out as this text. I click on words so that it will space only the words, not the letters differently, just the words there. Okay, so this is actually okay with me now. So I have to adjust the shape a bit more, and as you can see, this is quite okay. I've been able to lay emphasis on the 50% without going off the pattern or the direction of the design entirely. Okay, so now let me add a call to action right here. So I say order now is a call to action, a call to people to take action. Okay, so I change the font to the Roboto light, then I reduce the size to okay. So let me just give it let me make it bold, because it's actually an important detail as well. Okay, so we have this now, and for me to be sure that all my details are aligned on a straight line, let me go over to my grid lines, then click on this, then just to be sure that they are aligned on a straight line. Okay, so seems like the G is a bit off. Okay, so everything is perfectly aligned, and then I add the contact details. That's if you are designing for a business, you add their contact details. But first of all, I want to add L. Uh, so it's actually for the details of the. It's actually a for WhatsApp icon. So when you go over to the social media icon, you click on it and it changes to WhatsApp icon. So uh, reduce the size to any size that you want. Um, so let me make this 30, and I duplicate it. The other one is for Instagram. So the one for Instagram is letter D. Oh no, letter Q. Okay, that's the one for Instagram. And okay, so sorry about that. So let me quickly add the other text. Um, that's the phone number of the business, plus 234. Change the font and reduce the size. Okay, make sure it's perfectly aligned. Whatever you are doing, try to make sure that the contact details and the icon is perfectly aligned. Okay, you can just use one of these grids. So let me align this a bit. So I duplicate this and place it here and edit. So I want to move this to the end of the to the other end of the margin. Oops. Okay, so that's a mistake. I marked the wrong one. So this is the one I need. So I can now select this. That's I don't want to move it differently. That's why I'm doing it like this, and it's quite easier. So this is it, and we are done with our design. Very simple and nice, and whatever sweet name you can call it. Okay, so this is it for it. See you on the next video.